Assalamualaikum and have a pink day everyone. My name is Siti Nurul Iza and I would like to present related with our two topic which is in chapter 6 Mathematics of Finance and also chapter 7 Working Capital Management. By the way, this video was prepared for Sehafizuddin bin Datuk Madali and without wasting time, I may kick start.
We go through to the chapter 6 which is Mathematics of Finance in the Time Value of Money. So, what is the time value of money? Time value of money can be defined as a basic financial concept that holds money in the present is worth more than the same sums of money to be received in the future. Next, present value and future value. Present value can be defined as the futures of some money worth for today or current time. It's related with the loan and we wanted to know the value of money for now. Future value means that the amounts of money that will grow over a period of time with a simple or compounded interest. If we wanted to know the value in the future, we use this future value. We continue to the uses of time value of money in financial. In future value, time value of money are used for investment planning, saving account, retirement saving, income planning, and more. In present value, time value of money are used for lend or borrow a loan and also for buy a loan. We're moving on to the single cash flow. Single cash flow can refer to the payment paid or received once in a period of time. However, the value can be deposited or received in a multiple time with the different value every year in a certain period of time. For example, Mr. Kamil lent 4,000 ringgit from his friend and promised to pay in 3 years. So, he can pay whether once in 3 years or he just can pay 1,500 ringgit in year 1, 1,900 ringgit in year 2, and so on. There are two formulas for single cash flow which is present value and future value. For present value, the formula is PV equal to PMT which is payment times with PVIF interest times with period of time. For future value, the formula is FV equal to PMT times with FVIF interest time with period of time. Lastly, annuity. Annuity can be defined as a unique form of multiple payment where it is a stream of equal amount which is paid or received in every period of time. There are two types of annuity which is ordinary annuity and also annuity due. For ordinary annuity, when payment is made at the end of the period or at the end of the year, for instance 31st December. In ordinary annuity, there are two formula which is for present value annuity and also for future value annuity. For present value annuity, the formula is PVA equal to PMT times with PVIFA interest time with period of time. For future value annuity, the formula is FVA equal to PMT times with FVIFA interest time with period of time. Next, annuity due. Annuity due is the payment made by now or beginning of the period, for example, 1st January. There are two formula for annuity due which is for present value annuity and also for future value annuity. For present value annuity, the formula is PVA equal to PMT times with PVIFA interest time with period of time, bracket 1 plus interest bracket. Next, for future value annuity in annuity due, the formula is FVA equal to PMT times with FVIFA interest time with the period of time, bracket 1 plus interest bracket. We go through to the chapter 7 in working capital management. So what is working capital management? Working capital management can be defined as a business approach or activities for ensuring that a company functions efficiently by monitoring and maximizing the utilizations of its current assets and liabilities. In working capital management, how to find the total current assets? So total current asset equal to marketable securities plus with cash plus with inventories and also plus with account receivables. We continue to the three policies of working capital management. Here are the graph for working capital management. Y-axis stands for current assets, X-axis stands for sales. In the green line here, shown relaxed policy. So, relaxed policy has a low risk with a high liquidity and potential to get a low profitability. This policy be able to maintain large amounts of current asset with a flexible credit policy. Next, in the blue lines of the graph, shown a moderate policy. Moderate policy have a moderate risk and return and mixture if relaxed and restricted policy. Lastly, the red line of the graph, which is restricted policy, have a high risk and the firm can invest in fixed assets if they have a lower investment in the current asset. Assumption in working capital management. Illustration below clearly shown that by managing a working capital will affect the firm's profitability and liquidity. If the current asset increase, the profitability will lower and the liquidity will high. However, if the current liabilities, which is the source of finance, increase, the profitability will get higher and the liquidity will low. Next, we continue to the implications of shortage and excess. For shortage is inadequate because of delay of payment, less amounts of finished goods available for sales, and it's related with the firm's financial problem such as bankruptcy. Moving on to the excess. Excess is redundant because of defective credit policy and excessive debtor. It has less productivity by the firms or company. Lastly, for the strategies of working capital financing. There are broadly three working capital management approaches to choosing the mix of long and short-term funds. These strategies are different because of their different trade-off between risk and profitability. We start with the maturity matching approach. It matches the maturity of the asset with the maturity of the financing. This approach results in moderate risk with a moderate return. For instance, current asset and fixed asset. The second approach is aggressive approach. It involves more risk and uses short-term financing to finance some permanent asset. The current ratio under this approach are low or less than 1, and this approach gives high risk with a high return. The third approach is conservative approach. It offers lower level of risk and uses long-term financings for the majority of its assets. This approach gives low risk with a low return.
I think that's all of the information that I would like to present. Thank you for watching.